We have security expert Paul Viollis.
Paul Michael is the host of Security Brief.
The cyber expert Paul Viollis.
Security consultant Paul Viollis says simmering rage like Flanagan's is not unusual.
Employees that are fired under an at-risk situation like this guy was come back to perpetrate acts of violence.
We're going to talk about some things that you typically aren't going to pay attention to. And the reason for that is because culturally in our country, we live in what I refer to as a remote control society. If you don't like it, you turn it off.
As a direct correlation to the downturn of the economy, rise in unemployment, we've seen a significant increase or spike and move of the needle, if you will, of risk pointed towards senior executives, C-level, C-suite executives, both to their person and to their homes.
One of the things that I learned in my career a long time ago was to treat this as a business. Part of our job when we talk about protecting our greatest asset, our clients, is to understand that the risk is very real. Is anything impenetrable? No. Greatest oxymoron of all time, right next to jumbo shrimp, is secured wireless.
We know that over the last 5 years, there's a trend of individuals coming back more than a year later to express their disdain towards those that they blame for their lot in life. This is a blatant example of that, where you fired him for anger and potential violent issues to make sure he remains gainfully employed. The moment he doesn't, you got a problem.
That's a who's who crowd of companies who've been hacked.
You know, Neil, this makes absolutely no sense. I mean, just when I think I've seen it all, then I see this. Here's the biggest problem that I see, Neil. I understand the business component, that's fine, but at the end of the day, if we don't start making security first, there isn't going to be much left. What else has to happen? We're not, as far as what we're not doing, we're not handling our businesses right with respect to preemptive protection, and we're clearly not doing the right thing with respect to protecting government information. I was watching the other day where Secretary Clinton had made the comment when she was asked the question in the press conference about, was your server wiped? And she says, what do you mean, with a cloth? I mean, give me a break with that. She's an intelligent woman. She knew exactly where the question was coming from.
What did you read from the exchange between Putin and Obama first?
There's such a gross disparity in balance between the both of them.
Can they work together in terms of Syria?
Of course. I mean, if you look at the multitude of areas that he's playing us, we haven't even talked about the fact that he's launched a very successful cyber war campaign on us that we're not even close to combating, and I don't know how the president's going to address that part. I think that there are far too many parents that just have their head in the sand. You need to do a better job at protecting your children. It's terrifying to know that someone has hijacked your child. Isn't going to be satisfied with the delusion of just owning them on Facebook? Or will they pursue them in person? Will this become a kidnap scenario? Will this become a hostage scenario? It's horrifying. The government system right now, it's inherent with respect to how these mobile devices are used from employees.
If you guys want in, we're in. We're in 100%. My chips are in the middle of the table. I'm here to serve you, period. I'm in your bullpen. It's much better for us to be in your bullpen. You need us, you call, we're there.